So here we are, taking on more of the Walking Dead saga. So remember, we left Clementine at home, but we gave her a gun, because although Crawford is dangerous, the gun is totally all right. Which I mean, kind of is. I mean, she is trained, sort of. I just don't really feel that like 5 minutes of training is
Where is everybody?
great
There
training.
should be guards patrolling.
What? Are you disappointed?
It's just strange is all.
I think I see one. Over there by the door.
And I'm like, oh, it's a...
Okay. Me and Kenny will sneak out.
And I'm just
Take it
like
out
wondering...
quiet. The rest of you wait for our signal, then follow us over. Everybody got it? Okay, Kenny, let's do this quiet.
And the whole time I was
Shooting unless
thinking...
there's no other choice.
God, I keep trailing
Right
off.
behind you.
The whole time I was thinking like, hey, yeah, there aren't as many people as I thought there would be. Hey, yeah, Vernon did go away. Could he have sold us out for some medicine? And then I get closer and I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's probably a walker.
What the fuck?
And sure enough, he is a walker. So basically this whole town has been, there are no living. But the funny thing is, although I used a silent kill tactic,
What the fuck is a
and
walker
there was
doing
only
inside
one
here?
walker in this entire open
Get
area,
inside!
they
fast!
all hear us? They all see us? They know we're here? I mean, what am I supposed to make of this? There's nothing that gave us away. They just were all, I don't know. It's a little too random, you know. But here we are, we're running, and I think this is where I'm gonna do a few different choices here.
Fuck! Fuck! Do you think they saw us?
And I'm gonna say, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I think we're good. For now, at least.
And hopefully this will not freak Ben out.
What the hell happened here? I thought this place was supposed to be secure.
What always happens, I guess. In the end, the dead always win.
Oh man, we are so screwed.
For some reason, if I say no idea, and if I be honest about it, Ben is freaked out.
Vernon's right. We can deal with walkers easier than armed guards.
I agree. So long as we don't let them box us in, we can still do this. The plan hasn't changed.
The plan hasn't changed? Every time
And
walkers
look,
show up, the plan
that was
changes.
completely
Do you even
insignificant.
have any idea how many of them are out there?
No. You want to do a head count? Or do you want to get what we need and get the hell out of here? Come on. I think I know which way to head.
And I'm like, you know, Vernon might be old, but Bree isn't old, so...
I got a bad feeling about
I'm
this.
still wondering, could this all be a trap or something? Maybe some sections of the neighborhood got overrun. Maybe they got another barricade. Maybe this is some sort of like trap or something. And then I realized, no, I mean they boarded the place up, so I'm still thinking I don't know, is this like a secret weapon or something? They just unleash it upon all trespassers.
Just keep moving.
Here.
Looks okay. Everybody in.
So here we are, we're all sulking in. We're just like, elementary school, mean. And there's an armory.
Figures.
So this is where we decide to divvy out the jobs.
Looks like they were using this room as some kind of command center.
Which, I gotta say, it's incredibly
Okay,
ironic.
so now what? Where do we start looking?
Okay, can we stop being silent?
Here. Just give me a sec.
So let's ask about
Where
the
can
fuel.
we find some fuel for the boat?
There's a maintenance shed across from the playground here. If they were storing fuel, that's probably where it'll be.
So let's ask about the medicine.
Where would be the best place to look for medicine?
Right here. Nurse's station. They were using it as a medical facility.
How do you know that?
And I'm like, she sold us out. She's part
Makes
of this,
sense, doesn't it?
totally. And then, of course, I thought, wait, maybe she was
So we
part of
just
this.
need a battery. This auto shop. It's right next door.
Yep, it's called Herman's. You can't miss it.
So this game,
Okay.
when I was playing
I'll make
through
the
it
run to the
originally,
maintenance shed for the fuel.
was
It'll be faster if I
driving
go
me
with you.
insane
If
with
you get to
the
it.
ambiguity.
I'll come too.
No, 2 people's enough. You stay here, see if you can use any of those tools we brought to get that armory door open. We might need to shoot our way out of here.
I'll go for the medicine.
I'll come with you. I know what to take.
Okay. Guess that leaves me to go find us a battery.
I'll go with you. Watch your
And
back.
I'm just like, no, this is
Okay,
a
we've got
mistake.
a plan.
She's totally
Everyone be careful.
She's totally
Stay close
against
to
me,
one another.
man.
We'll all meet back here. Good luck.
That was my original thought process, and I was all, but I'm ready. I'm gonna totally take her out. And so yeah, so here's Ben. Thankfully, I managed to not freak him out by being honest. And there's a code.
Looks like they had quite a system.
All
here.
those markings.
Crawford's final solution.
All those markings, there was a code, C initials of person conducting search, TMR, days since outbreak, number of walkers found, number of ineligible citizens found, number of citizens brought to Crawford. And I was trying to think, oh man, I cracked the code, and then I was like thinking about all those other markings, and I probably spent about 2 to 3 minutes like trying to remember those other markings.
Hey, you need any help with that?
Just because maybe
Thanks,
I would need
got
him.
it. Just once, I'd like to do something useful, you know?
And then I say you're plenty,
You're plenty
useful, and
useful.
hoping to bring up his
Yeah,
morale
right.
and confidence.
Seems like all I ever do is get us into trouble.
And
Well,
Betty Downer
I'll
here,
let you get on with it.
or should I say Benny Downer? No, Betty Downer is a
No,
little
wait.
more.
There is something you can help me with. Something that's been on my mind.
And of
I
all
could
the
use your
things for
opinion.
me to help him with,
What is it?
It's Kenny. Since I've been helping him work on the
This.
boat, I've gotten to know him a little
now.
better. He's a good guy, you know? And it's eating me up knowing what I know. I've been thinking about telling him the truth.
Ben, come on. This again?
It's my fault Duck and Katya got killed. If I hadn't screwed up back at the motor inn, they'd still be alive. How am I supposed to just carry something like that around? I have to tell him.
And so,
Look, Ben, I really don't have time for this.
You don't get it, Lee. What am I supposed to do whenever he talks about Katya and Duck? Just nod and pretend like it wasn't my fault? I can't do it anymore.
There'll come a time when he's ready to hear it. But it's
See-
not now. Not yet.
see, originally
I hear you. I'm
I
gonna get
picked
back to
the
this.
the middle option, option number 2, that is. And he basically says the exact same thing. Not now. Now is not the time. Or like, you should tell him, but not now. Now is not the time. It's just basically the same thing. But the funny thing is, you say you should tell him, and you expect Lee to say something like, "Oh, you should totally tell him, like right now," like Ben asks. Instead, he says, "Not now. This is not the time. Don't. You should tell him, just not now. This is not the time," which I thought was great, but it just goes to show how the dialogue options don't seem to really reflect what the dialogue is. So let's read this quickly. Children under 14, under any waste not, may theft gets prosecuted. Let's look at this guy. So I'm thinking, what the hell happened to this Crawford place?
Must be the guy who ran this place. Looks
So
he
here's
figured
the
himself as
Fallout
some kind of
overseer.
supreme leader.
And I was thinking, maybe there was an armed revolution or something against this dictator, douchebag dude or whatever.
The alleyway to the auto shop's down here. You
Yeah,
coming or
shut
not?
up. So let's see what happens if I go here.
This must be the way to the playground, where Bree said the fuel was being stored. Hasn't been much time yet. I better let Bree and Kenny do their thing.
So there's some shell casings here to
Shell casings all over. Whatever happened here wasn't good.
And, you know, I was just wondering, well, maybe it was like an armed revolution and people that got, like, gut shot died of blood loss and turned into walkers. This locker will be important. Here's another corner turn. And Krista and Vernon trying to get into the medical supplies. Of course, they're going to tell me to get lost. So we go here, and I'm thinking Molly's totally up to no good. She's totally up to no good. But I keep saying, oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
This must be the door to the alleyway
And
where the auto shop is.
frankly, I am ready. I am ready for
Where the
what is
hell's
going to
Molly?
happen.
Molly, you out here?
And it's like, where did she go? Oh, wait. Oh, she's totally against me.
Guess I'm not going that way.
Right? Am I right? Anyways, looters will be shot. Check this out. Watch this. This is pretty sweet. Hold on, I move. Ah! What was that? What was that? And I was like, that totally looked like a female figure, sort of. So I'm gonna look at this. There's a hole in the shed. Let's climb. And I half expect to fall. Doesn't happen. And so I figure, wait, maybe this like dictator dude decided to like only admit women just so he could have them all. Maybe he was just like crazy that way, you know? So we look over, there's actually nothing to see over here. But let's just try to open it. It doesn't open. I'm like, wait, that looked like someone
Damn.
was on the other side
It's
trying to
jammed
keep it
tight.
closed. Maybe they're all hiding in this here garage. I can't move, but I have a cursor. Wait, can I move? What does it do anything? I forgot.
Better not get
You
too
kind of have to
close.
like trigger this moment. I forgot what was the trigger specifically. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm just like, holy cow, they're raining walkers on
Leave
us.
him! He's mine.
And I say, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
'Cause I'm totally charming like that. And I'm like, oh, she's totally taking this serious. And I figure, this guy must have raped her, right? Like, that was my first thought. But then I think, wait, why does it have to be rape?
I think you got it.
And really, it could be
One
anything.
more.
Maybe she just, like, maybe he screwed her over. Maybe he did rape her. Maybe he
He's
forced
wearing
an
medical
abortion on
scrubs.
her.
Some kind of scientist or doctor, maybe?
Yeah, well, he ain't shit now. Did you find us a way in?
Yeah, but the garage door's jammed. Can't raise it.
And she's like, oh, don't worry, I totally got us covered.
Not a problem. Look what I
Yeah, I
found.
just randomly found it on the rooftops. It's
That'll
cool.
work.
I decided to take it with me, just in case. Right? Logic, right? I kind of would feel better if Lee happened to find it in the shed. I think that would be actually slightly better writing. But I suppose they're trying to show, oh, we have teamwork. And the really cool thing is,
Come
you were
on!
expecting humans throughout this entire city, but it's pretty apparent there are none. It's pretty apparent it all got, well, yeah. Oh, he's alive, because she never took a headshot on him.
Take a look around. I'll make sure no stragglers get under this door.
At this point, I'm not gonna click on any of the non-important things, really. Oh, I do want to see what happens if I... Yes, there is an alarm on this thing.
I can't reach it up there.
Anyway, so let's look at the hydraulic hose.
Looks like it's the hose for the lift
So,
hydraulics.
here's what I gotta do, because this thing doesn't work. my only choice. I mean, clearly it has a working battery. The alarm is on. No, the semi doesn't have a working battery. So let's borrow
Something you
that
need?
hook. Okay, so first let's talk to her.
What do you think happened to Crawford?
Don't know, don't care. As far as I'm concerned, these fuckers got what was coming to them.
Not a lot of sympathy for all the people who died here, huh?
I have about as much for them as they did for the sick and the old and anyone else they didn't think was fit to belong in their little paradise. So yeah, fuck them.
What was all that about back there?
He came at me up on that rooftop, tried to take a bite out of me, so I took care of business. What, you got a problem with me killing geeks?
Nah, it just seemed like you went to town on him a little more than you needed to.
Hey, you never really know when those things are all the way dead. I was just making sure. Look, you want to get this battery or not? Time's wasting.
And then I asked to borrow
Think I
that
can borrow
hook.
that hook thing of yours?
I don't know. Hilda and I have been through a
The
lot
same
together.
hook that she didn't even
Hilda?
think twice about
That's what I call
tossing
her.
at me.
Don't judge.
Please, can I borrow Hilda?
And now she's like,
Take good care of her.
oh,
She
it's
won't
kind
get
of
a scratch.
important to me. Not a scratch.
I got your promise now.
Don't
Not a
scratch it. It's like, really? You just threw it at me like half an hour ago. And so basically this is the only way to lower the car. You let the hydraulic fluid leak out. And I was all like, oh crap, the alarm!
Whoa, whoa!
That's probably not good.
No shit!
Funny thing is the walker saw us go underneath the
I'll
garage
try
and
to hold
only
them off.
now.
Hurry.
There's the battery. Finally something goes right.
Alright, so let's... I was like... I was kind of hoping there was a little more puzzle to it, like... Maybe she's, like, struggling or something while I'm undoing this.
Got
I have
that
to
one off.
multitask. Not quite the case,
off.
but nonetheless. I kind of wish there was a little more puzzle to it, like...
Got it.
Yeah, but we still
Gotta
got a
disconnect
problem here.
one wire over another.
Put it in here,
But I
I'll
guess
carry
that
it.
wouldn't make too much sense.
Okay, follow me.
And now I follow her. Don't worry, she's got a plan.
Move
She's
your
been doing
ass!
this for a while, guys. Don't worry. I still don't understand where she learned her ninja moves, but, you know, whatever.
Great, now what?
Skyline.
So, apparently I can't reach it, so I'm just gonna shoot it out. Which is funny, because she can actually reach it with her hook, which means she could have broken the window with her hook, probably. But at least she's nice enough to take me up. And I gotta hand it to Molly, man, she is
Okay,
fast.
so now we're on the roof.